Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Optimus Primal. Now, this is the first Maximal that I've gotten in Studio Series. I have no idea what took me so long to get at least one Maximal because, come on, these guys are meant to be the focal point of Rise of the Beasts. Even though it's mainly just this guy and Air Razor that show up, but anyway. Yeah, no idea why I took so long to get at least one Maximal, but is this a good first Maximal to get? Well, let's find out. So let's start off with the box. And we can see that this is the closed off box version, or the first version that this guy was released in. Because this guy was released this year with the new open box version, I guess, but well, when I bought this guy, I got him in the closed box, so we'll take a look at this. So we got a picture of Primal in Beast mode, just, I guess, shouting. Of course, Rise of the Beast, number 106. Got a Maximal insignia right there. This side again, Monkey. This side, we got him in robot mode. And this is how he looks in the film. Because the actual figure is more based on concept art, as we'll see. The back, we got him in both modes. Of course, Base Creed inspired. Peruvian jungle discovery, which is when he first appears in the film. Well, not counting that scene where, spoilers, Apelinq is killed by Scourge. You can see that he can wield this axe, although this is actually Prime's axe. And it says what he does in the film. And it mentions, instead of mentioning Terracons, it just says unwelcome visitors. I don't know. And of course, included backdrop, which we'll take a quick look at. Of course, I just have to. Just getting all the included ties out. There we go. So here we got the backdrop, and this is where the Autobots first meet the Maximals. So we got this nice looking jungle here. And for once, I feel like Primal can actually work with this backdrop in Beast mode. Because normally the backdrops are intended for the robot mode, but I feel like Primal kind of works better in Beast mode with this backdrop. Because, well, in Rise of the Beast, Primal didn't really transform until the very end in the final battle. He just stayed in Gorilla mode for the whole film until the very end. So he works in Beast mode with this backdrop, so yeah. But we'll still come back to this at the very end, like we normally do with first Studio Series reviews. And of course, this is a Elite class backdrop, so it's quite big. But looking at Primal here, well, of course, it's a gorilla, or going to be funny, a monkey. And I've got him standing upright because that's how he was packaged. This guy is packaged in his beast mode. And I guess I can see why, because as I said, this is how he's seen in most of the film. He doesn't really transform until the very end, when he literally caves Battletrap's skull in with his own mace. But still, I love how this beast mode looks. Like, I can almost hear Donkey Kong Country music playing. But anyway, just having a quick 360 of the beast mode. I mean, it's not the cleanest. Like, if we look at the legs here, Yeah, that's a bit messy there. Just, yeah, the legs transform like how Primal's legs normally transform, but still. And the back looks quite robotic. But still. And looking at the beast mode head, that's really accurate to how it looks in the film. I can almost just hear this. I can almost just hear Ron Perlman's voice coming from this guy. So yeah. Plus, it can actually open the mouth. So if you want him shouting, then there you go. If you want to make a funny reaction meme or something. Plus, we can get him on all fours. There we go, something like this. So, yeah. I mean, probably not the correct way to do it, but still, I just love how this guy looks in beast mode. Just get the feet forward. There we go. And you can really see the robot kibbles sticking out now. But, And of course, we got the accessories, and being a leader class, this guy comes with a lot. And I actually did keep the tissue paper this time, because, well, I just didn't think to throw it out, because, of course, I'm going to throw away the box after reviewing this guy, but we got quite a lot of accessories this time. Got like freaking 5 or 6. So, talking about each one by one. Of course, we've got the 2 swords, which these are obviously based on the original Optimus Primal swords. And these can even combine into a little like staff weapon. If you want to do that, then there you go. Now these can actually plug into here. So these can just plug onto the back like so. Sort of similar to the Kingdom figure, where they also go in the back. But we also have these 2 chains. Though these can also be used with another figure. Hint, hint. We'll show that later in the robot mode. And I'm pretty sure there's another place where you can put them. But as I said, I use these with another figure, so we'll just set these off to the side for now. We've got the axe, which this is obviously meant to be used with Optimus Prime, but I mean, he can hold this if you want. There you go, monkey with an axe. Again, I'm going to set this off to the side because it's meant to be for Optimus. And the last accessory, the Transwarp Key. And from the looks of it, this can actually split in half. Although, this is really tight, so I am not going to risk it. But yeah, this is meant to be the huge MacGuffin of the film. You know, kind of like how we have the Matrix in the original film, or the Allspark in the 07 film. Yeah, the Transwarp Key is meant to be the huge thing that all factions are looking for in Rise of the Beasts. Or it looks like 1/2 of it, because, look, just watch the film. I'm not gonna freaking explain the whole plot in this review. But in this mode, it doesn't really do anything. It just lies there. But he can hold it in robot mode, so we will come back to that. And of course, this is a beast, not a vehicle, so we do have some articulation. So let's get him standing up. We just get him standing up again. There we go. Well, his head can go side to side. It can look up. He can open his mouth to, I don't know, shout at something. Maybe it's Scourge, I don't know. The arms can move. The shoulder pads can go out the way so he can T-pose. There we go, T-posing monkey. Oop. Bicep rotation. The elbow can move. Wrists can swivel. Hands can open. Wrists can swivel. There's nothing at the gorilla waist, but of course, there's going to be less articulation in the beast mode. The legs can move, although I'm more limited in the beast mode, but he can do the splits. And I guess if you unpeg that, well, it kind of looks like he's broken a leg, but yeah, there's no knees, but the feet can move. And that's pretty much it for the beast mode. So just getting the feet forward again so he can be on all fours. Ugh. And the sword just came off. So for comparison, here he is with the original Beast Wars Primal, or about the Kingdom figure. So we can see Ron Perlman and Gary Chalk together. And honestly, these guys look kind of good together. I mean, this guy kind of looks more like a silverback gorilla, I feel. Of course, I don't really know that much about, like, I don't know that much about, like, apes, so I could be entirely wrong, but these guys look really good together. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it for Primal's Beast Mode. Overall, I really like it. Like, you can even see a little Maximal symbol right there. Now, I kind of want to see an Apelinq retool, and there's probably like a listing that shows that there will be one soon, but I don't know. But yeah, an Apelinq retool would be pretty cool, because, I mean, come on, if freaking, like, Hightower can get a Studio Series figure, then so can Apelinq. So, yeah. So, let's move on to this guy's transformation. So, to get this guy maximized, it's actually kind of complex. Like, it does share a few things with the Kingdom figure, but overall, the transformation is actually quite complex. Like, starting off with the legs, we're just going to just untap this entire section and just move it out, like so. Just move the entire leg down, and then just move that back into place. And then hopefully this will just tabs in like so, because there's a little port here that's meant to tap into here. And I think on my copy, this one doesn't tab in as well as this one. So if we just do the same on this leg. Again, I'm doing this at arm's length, so it's probably something I'm missing that's quite obvious. So if I just do this off camera. Okay, so there was something that I was missing. What you're supposed to do is try and move the gorilla foot up like so. Move the robot foot down, and then you can just collapse all this in like so. And I was right about this leg being a bit looser. But now we just take the heels and just flip these out like so. And one heel normally never comes out, so I have to use something to leverage it out, like the transwarp key. There we go. And that's the legs done. And again, you can see what I mean by one leg being looser than the other. Of course, that's just a QC thing on my copy, but still, it's a bit poopy. Pardon my French. But now that we've gotten the legs done, let's move on to the arms. Because the arms do something kind of wacky. So we just move this bit down. This opens up. Then this spins around, revealing another set of fists. Spin around this section here. Just push the fists in. And just close all this up, like so. Then take this black section and just double hinge that down. And now we've got the robot arm. So we just do the same here. So bend the elbow backwards. Open up this. Pushing the fingers on the gorilla mode. Just spin this around up to open this. So spin around this section here that's about to come off the mushroom joints. There we go. Close all this up. Then just double hinge this down. And now we've got the robot arms. And we can see the robot mode taking form now. So next we just keep the beast mode head facing upwards while we take this entire section, which is the back of the gorilla. And this just all moves up. As well as taking the front of the gorilla mode. This just untabs. And this spins around like so. Spin this little section around. And then this all just collapses and forms a backpack like so. And we're nearly at the home stretch. Pretty much the last bit. Open the chest. Spin the heads around. And here we have Primal and Robot Mode. And that's actually quite a fun transformation. Like, that... I actually love that transformation, especially way more than the Kingdom figure. Like, it's a transformation that leaves you guessing on what's going to happen next, because, well, compared to the Kingdom figure, the back of the gorilla forms the front of the robot mode, and like that's just really fun to do. And the resulting robot mode looks really cool. Is it movie accurate? Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure this is more concept art accurate, as a lot of Studio Series Rise of the Beast figures are. And I say that because if we just take a quick look at the head, well, we'll do a quick 360 first, because we can see a lot of folded up stuff at the back, but If we look at the head, we can see that the head looks more like a movie-fied version of the original Primal, whereas in the film, he had a full-on mouth plate. Something that the original Primal did have from time to time, but yeah, if you think of Optimus Primal, this is what you think of. There's some sort of half-mouth plate, but still has a mouth look. Whereas in the film, and likewise the side of the box, he had a mouth plate, kind of like Optimus Prime. So, yeah. That's what leads me to think that this is concept art, but still, I think that this looks really good. I mean, maybe they'll do like a second version with the mouth plates. Maybe like Apelinq will have it, I don't know. Because I don't think Apelinq transformed in the film. He just showed up at the start, spoilers, gets killed by Scourge, and then that's it. But well, giving this guy some accessories, I mean, there's plenty to give him. Like, we can give him Prime's axe, for example. I don't know why you would do that, because it belongs to Optimus, but I don't know, maybe they're sharing weapons, but I mean, obviously, this is meant to go with Studio Series 102. So if we just take the sword, put that in storage. If I can like find a place to actually, yeah, I'll just put the sword aside. But we take the axe, and that goes with Optimus, like so. And honestly, it looks good with Optimus. So that's what I'm going to display from now on. Maybe with the sword as well, I don't know. But next up, we've got the chains. And the back of the box does say a few things that you can do. Like just combine the chains together. And then, if we take the two swords, we can combine one at one end, and then combine another at the other end. So it's meant to be like a little combined like sword chain weapon, I guess. I don't think he used it in the film, but yeah, I'm not going to use it, but well, the back of the box does show it. So you can do that, but yeah, I'm not going to use these, because I don't think Primal used these chains in the film either. Well, he did, but obviously they don't belong to him, hint hint. But of course, we can just give him the swords naturally. Because these are obviously meant to be based on the swords that his original self had. And for the chains, well, I think you know where this is going. So if you'll just quickly excuse me. I believe this is what the chains should be used for. So this guy could be all, someone give me a real fight! So, yeah. I'm gonna use the chains with Battle Trap. Because it even looks like he's about to swing it just before, you know, they cut off his limbs and bash his skull in with his own mace. But still, I love how this looks. Even it holds the freaking pose like this as well. Like, I've had it displayed like this for like a week, and it's still held its pose. So, yeah, this is how I'm going to display Battle Trap with these chains. So, yeah. And finally, the Transwarp key. Well, he can actually hold it in this, well, of course I have to take a sword out, but these can combine. This is probably not intentional, because these look like this for the freaking sword gimmick, the chains, but he can now have a really big staff if he wants, kind of like the Fallen, but, well, it's a bit fiddly to do, so again, I'm going to have to pause to do this, probably, but you can take the Transwarp key and actually slot it into his robot mode hands. And then, as I said, really fiddly to do, so I'm going to have to pause quickly. So, you can get him holding the Transwarp key. And I'm pretty sure I've got it holding it in a way where it's not going to easily fall out. So, yeah, that's how I display this guy. With both swords in a little staff like this, kind of akin to the Fallen, and holding the Transwarp key. Plus Prime with his axe, like so. And Battle Trap in his last few moments. At least someone did give him a real fight. So, yeah. Now, how does he look next to his, I guess, well, I don't know what to say, descendant, ancestor? The film does take place in 1994, whereas, like, the original Beast Wars show takes place in, like, prehistoric times, so I don't know, but here he is with the original Primal. And yeah, these still look really good together. I mean, of course, Kingdom Primal does have a lot more colors, but this guy does have some, like, battle damage on him. Honestly, I kind of like how these guys look together. So, yeah. And you know what? Here he is with Optimus, like a proper side-by-side between the two leaders. So, yeah. And finally, how is this guy's robot mode articulation? Oh, that was a burp, excuse me. Well, the head can go side to side. It's quite tight. The arms are pretty much just like the gorilla mode, so of course they can move. They can T-pose. Bicep rotation. Hands can open, because I had to open it to get the Transwarp key in. And the wrists can rotate. Waist rotation, which is added for the robot mode. You can kick forward. Can kick back. Sort of, about that far. He's got knees, although this leg is looser than this leg. So yeah, that's just QC on my end. You can do the splits. Fly swivel. Feet can go up and down, and really good pivot. In fact, the feet can also pose as well. So, yeah. Overall, this is a really good figure. And even though he didn't transform until the climax of the film, let's still bring in the backdrop. And he still looks really good. So, yeah. Now, is this figure perfect? Of course not. Because, as I mentioned, we have the loose leg on my copy. I'm pretty sure, like, your copy's not going to have this, but still, a bit of QC Oopsie whoopsie there. Also, the transformation can get kind of confusing because, instructions nowadays on figures are just watch just watch like Emgo or another reviewer to figure out how to transform a figure. Because instructions nowadays are really crappy. But like once you figure it out, the transformation is actually quite enjoyable. So yeah. But well, my complaints, aside from the loose leg on my copy, honestly, I feel like the QC is the only complaint I could think of. Like, obviously, this guy is not fully leader size. Like, he's only a bit taller than Prime and Kingdom Primal, but I mean, come on, we should be used to that by now. Maybe the overabundance of accessories, like the chain, wasn't really necessary, and neither was the axe, but still. I just think that this is a really good figure. So, do I recommend this guy? Of course, I recommend this guy. Like, I, I think this is one of my favorite Studio Series Rise of the Beast figures. Like, I think this is probably my favorite one now. Actually, this guy and Bumblebee, like, because this guy looks really good in both modes. The transformation is fun once you figure it out. Sure, it's not entirely accurate because it uses concept art heads, but still, this guy looks really good. And I guess you can sort of consider him an accessory pack for some other figures, but still, I love this guy. So if you don't have this guy, then I definitely recommend him. And now I'm gonna have to try and track down the other Maximals to go with this guy. So yeah. But well, this has been my review on Studio Series Optimus Primal, and this is Charlie Young signing off.